Good timing, oh yes. Great timing. You lucky devil. This is worth 18 submarines. Come on, mama, let the good times roll.
They switched to WWE like when I hit middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Some damn pandas.
Yeah. So he invites you out to see one of the fights live and discuss a job. This isn't very abnormal for fixers. A lot of fixers like to meet in semi-public places or full public places to discuss jobs. So
Safe. It's the whole security with the public eye sort of a thing.
yeah, because I mean, harder to be tracked.
You pull a gun at a party and see who's lacking.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
in Night City. They're all
Yeah.
carrying iron.
Oh
You
yeah.
know it.
Yeah, if we what is like, what do you think I'm what do you think I'm an amateur? If we meet in an alley, you're gonna shoot me and take me for all the credits I'm carrying.
Yeah, he's trying to avoid some of that maybe.
He has worked with enough of the lovely citizens of Night City.
I can see in almost any situation in Night City, you pull out a gun, and then all of a sudden it's a daisy chain of people lifting up their guns, and it's this Mexican standoff, guns to head. Everybody's, and we're like, we're all gonna be cool. What's Fonzie like? Put your guns away. Let's... Oh,
We're all just gonna put our guns away real slow now.
Have we worked with Mickey before?
Like I said before, you guys have you've worked with him before.
He's a regular contact, I guess.
He knows he can trust us.
For the most
He's
part.
probably the one who's put us together with a couple of our
We're
past jobs.
expendable.
You're expecting
Everybody in Night City is expendable.
That's the point. Isn't that the point of a fixer? Is find expendable lackeys to do a job?
The other thing to note about the Wrestling Federation before we jump into it, especially since Dusty's so much of a fan, and it's the difference between our like what we look at as wrestling these days and what wrestling is like in this federation. The line between people and their characters doesn't really exist anymore, for the most part. While people play up to the audience, there's not so much guys being like, I'm an undead wizard, or I'm a demon from hell.
The big goofy shit.
There's still goofy shit, but people really are...
They keep it 100 outside the ring.
Like...
So they're like method actors.
For a lot of people these days, it's not even an act.
Oh, they're just that much of a caricature.
if you're that chromed up, you're going to be a little off the chain anyway.
So they're kind of more like luchadors, where like that's just who they are.
Yes.
Oh yes, very much.
Gotcha.
That's a good way
Okay.
to put it.
Yes.
Luchadors are super serious about their wrestling
Because
outside the ring.
And like you mentioned that like, oh yeah, they've like their characters. To put into perspective for you kind of what the Chrome and cyberware and everything has done to certain people within the Night City environment. Some of the gangs have taken up being theme gangs. This has been a thing since like 2013, 2020, which is like 40, 50 years ago from where you guys are now.
Mm-hmm.
The Maelstrom gang, just to be a part of it, you have to get your eyes replaced with red lasers.
Yeah, so Maelstrom is a very
Jesus.
tame gang. One of the most popular ones.
That's a tame one?
Yes.
They've got
Your entry
Borg
cost is your
implants.
eyes.
One of the
yeah.
most popular ones in that people like to show off with like old Cyberpunk 2020 and 2013 stuff is there's a gang of clowns.
Oh yeah. They come up and all right.
And that they're called the Bozos. They're
of course.
they're still active. When you are a part of the gang, you replace all of your you make all your skin pure white, except clown makeup, which is also just part of the skin that you've replaced with cybernetics.
Permanent.
You get your feet replaced to be like ridiculously sized. Like you do
You go all in on the thing.
they go all in and become ridiculous.
Have you ever seen the movie The
clowns.
Warriors?
Yeah.
Their themes.
Yeah,
You gotta
a
go
lot of the
all in
gangs
on it.
have gone that far with this, and they're no longer. Also, watch out for the Bozos.
Watch out for the bozos.
The Bozos used to be kind of fun-loving in a way, where they were very sadistic,
Mhm.
but you know, if you kind of got out of their area, they didn't care anymore. Like they used to occasionally hit you with a pie or crush your car with a piano. And they've gotten more sadistic over the last like 20, 30 years. So if you see a clown, most people know, just leave.
Yeah, I got in a boxing match with a clown in the Cyberpunk 2077 game, and he had his nose replaced with a big red grenade.
Oh, fuck.
And that was the end of him. Punched him and the fucking pin came out and he was like, oh no, put it back in, put it back in. And his head was gone. I think I got to keep his clown car.
Why would you do that? But then again, they already sound like they're just fucking nuts. So.
Now, when you talk about this wrestling federation, the gang that comes to my mind is the Animals, which they're all super jacked up and they got like iron jaws and big knuckles and shit like that. That's their whole thing.
That's actually an entire subgroup of people. You can get implants that are known as, like, if you see somebody who doesn't look like a human anymore, they're known as an exotic.
Yeah, those are exotics. I mean, the Animals, they don't literally look like animals. They're just big, beefy gang members.
I was about to say,
but the exotics are people who body altercations, of course, just taken to the extreme again. But
and of course, I'm a half, like it's like a guy's just like, oh, I'm a half orc, and so he's just gotten his frame replaced and he's ridiculously big and he's all green. He's got the pointed ears,
dude,
the tusks.
We could all play D&D
if you could fucking afford it.
Dude, just give us a bunch of fashion eddies and we can make new characters and we're all exotics who play fantasy style characters trapped in Cyberpunk.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Roll to determine your role.
But
okay.
All right.
So yeah. So
are we waiting in line?
Well, I wanted to check and see if there was anything you guys wanted to do before going and meeting with Mickey. Because depending on the amount of stuff that maybe you, like if anybody had any prep stuff or had an idea of things they wanted to maybe explore or do before that, we could say it's like a day or two out from the fight.
Okay, we should think about this really carefully.
Uh-oh. That's like our worst attribute. Is
no, because
thinking.
it just reminds me of when, like I put you on that bus with that character who was full of exposition, and I was like, "You want to ask him any questions?"
Hey, he knows a lot about where you're going.
And you were like, "Nah."
I'm kind of tired.
You were setting it up that apparently Scrap had already been there at times before. He should have already known stuff. That's why I asked later.
That was my favorite.
They never
of just. So what do I know about this place? You didn't ask the bus driver that whole fucking time.
Scrap was apparently working with Sully before the freaking.
That was what I thought.
I know. But either way, oh shit. Okay, so
I don't know. I guess I got my urban flash on, my mirror shades, and I got my personal care kit, so my hair's all groomed. I just typed.
So I just got my tech hair, so I don't have to worry about that.
But my dude was pretty.
Yeah. Good.
Is that stuff I'll have to ask when we actually meet Mickey then, because he's just contacted us for right now to meet up. Because I was just looking at my life path stuff if there was anything in there. Will, is there anything that Jack's wanting to do beforehand?
We could just like drive around town.
Well, yeah, because that's all that Nux wants to do is drive.
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure how wary I would want to be if we worked with this guy before. Because basically, I got 2 bags. One has all my medical shit for anything that I'll need, and one has like the basically bag of tricks where it's got like duct tape, rope, like random shit.
I mean, when he contacted you, this was to discuss a job.
Right, so we're like not doing any, and like also we get to watch a show, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
Mm.
It is up to whatever you guys want to take, but that's just a perspective thing of this isn't or at least it didn't sound like it was a thing of, hey, I need muscle, be there tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It was, hey, well, let's talk about a job.
So for that, it's more just think about what would you carry with you just every day.
Right. Okay. I think I would have a stripped down version of my med bag, so it's not the whole big fucking duffel bag, but I'd have like the basics in it, and then I would probably have my gun under my jacket. That'd be about it.
Okay.
What are your guys' names?
you can call me Nux
Nux.
or Dom.
If he keeps talking about family, then yes, then we will.
If you become my family, you can call me Dom.
I'm gonna need one of your eyes.
Her name is Alex.
Okay. Alex and Nux.
What's your name? Does it have an X in it?
I'm Jack.
Can we call you Jax?
Yeah, I've only got one metal arm.
Oh,
It's in the process.
I'm working
it's a
on
work
it.
in
It takes
for
a while.
now.
I've only got one
You don't.
cybernetic arm, but it's the size of a gorilla arm, so it counts as two, right? It's
Do you have
basically
one
two
gorilla
arms.
Major
arm?
Briggs. Hey, Major
No, it's
Briggs.
normal metal
Oh,
arm.
okay.
See, Major Briggs had he had the advantage of the government was paying for it all.
Yeah, what's your metal arm do?
What did I
Or is
put?
it just a metal arm? Because it doesn't necessarily have to do anything. Like,
It's got a med scanner in it.
oh, okay. cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I have a med scanner in my right arm, and then I've got micro optics in my right eye.
Nice.
So you can do like little surgery.
Mhm.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. That is really cool. Alex mostly has just a lot of cosmetic implants and shit.
I've got pouches in my skin.
I got one of those too.
I got a subdermal pocket and a hidden holster. And then I have basically just chunks of metal in my knuckles. So it's like not very high tech, but just like
Just very obvious metal knuckles.
Did you hot glue some rebar to your knuckles?
right. It's like
Maybe?
might as well have like.
Shut up.
But I'm also wearing like the fingerless gloves that kind of like if you look close, you're like, okay, there's something off about his big ass knuckles.
I like the idea that you've got all this shit on your knuckles where the glove wouldn't fit. So it's just like a ripped open, like it looks like half a sock that you had to rip to go over your hand.
Jeez. Well, I immediately already imagined the fingerless gloves that have like the big holes where the knuckles are.
Yeah.
So then it's like then it kind of like
So it's
gives
just the metal's
room for the
protruding
big
through it.
nuts
So
and
if like
stuff. And they were like a size too big for me anyway. Anyway, what are we?
We don't play. We don't play. We don't play.